Hello out there, Big Pants Underground. It's me, John. I'm back. Didn't do a video yesterday. Yesterday was a really shitty day for me. My little puppy, well, she wasn't a puppy. My little chihuahua, Gemma, she passed away in her sleep. Yesterday morning we found her. So yesterday was not a good day for me. Today, a little easier, but not that much easier. But show must go on, and I didn't really look for a whole lot of stories. I know that the Hogwarts Legacy thing is still a big story, and we've had some first reviews of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, but I thought I'd save those for tomorrow or the next day, and just go ahead with this story here about AMC Theaters. They have decided that they're going to start charging depending on where you sit in the theater. Now, they say that theaters overseas do this. I wouldn't know. I've never been to a movie theater overseas. And they say that Broadway does this, which I can completely understand because it's Broadway. But we're talking about an industry here that's struggling to break even on anything. The only things that have been successful in the last 2 years has been Top Gun Maverick and Avatar. Everything else is just barely broken even. But now, AMC Theaters wants to charge you depending on where you sit. The seats up front will be cheaper, which I always thought, when I was a kid, sitting in the front row at the movie theater seemed like the best seat. But, of course, it's not. Especially when you're an older adult and you have to strain your neck for the entire movie. My favorite seat, honestly, when it's stadium seating, is in the very, very back row of the theater. Right in the middle. Because you're level with the screen. But the way that they want to do it is seats up front will be the cheapest. The most desirable seats are in the middle of the theater. So they'll end up costing more. And then the seats in the back will be a little bit cheaper. So it's 3 pricing tiers. Highest end preferred tier, the middle of the theater, like I said, slight premium, and then the standard tier. It's bad enough that movies cost somewhere around $20 as it is. I haven't been to the movie theater since... I had to stop and think there for a minute. I haven't been to the movie theater since Infinity War, I believe. No, I'm sorry. I did see Captain Marvel. I did go to see Captain Marvel. And then for Endgame, I was hospitalized. So a very good friend of mine did something that might be considered beyond the law to allow me to see the movie. I didn't go to the theater for that. So it's been since before the pandemic. The theaters got a bailout during the pandemic because a lot of them were closed. My local theater wasn't closed, actually. They were still open, and I actually have a really good local theater. It's privately owned. It's not owned by a big conglomerate. The ticket prices are still high, but you can get a large popcorn for $3 and a large soda for $3. And they only play a few previews and no commercials. But if you go to the AMC theater that's near me, you have to sit there in cramped up seats because it's an old theater that's not really been updated. Barely stadium seating. You have to sit through 15 minutes of commercials. Previews I don't mind. Everybody likes seeing previews. But 15 minutes of commercials, and it's expensive, and the popcorn's expensive, and the soda's expensive, and the candy's expensive. So I don't think that this is a very good idea for AMC Theaters to do this, considering the fact that nobody's really going to the movie theaters right now. There's really not anything that anybody wants to see playing in the movie theaters right now. And there's other choices. I'm sure that everyone now, I mean, maybe not people living in Montana or something, but as far as living on the East Coast or living on the West Coast or anywhere in those general areas, you've got a choice. You don't have to go to an AMC theater to see a movie. I'm sure there's other theaters near you, or you can just stay home and not go to the theater, which is what I think more and more people are doing. So I'm wondering if this is going to work out for them. I really don't see it. Like I said, the movie theaters received a bailout during the pandemic. It's obviously not helped them. I found out about this on Twitter under Nerdrotic's Twitter page. That's where I saw it. So I just wanted to see what a few people are saying about this. Yeah, this is going to induce more people to go to the movies and not stream at home. What were they thinking? I wonder how this will actually work. Movie theaters are not like a concert. Well, I've seen how it works. I went on AMC website, and you order your tickets prior, and you pick your seat, just like going to a concert. It would have helped if people went back to the movies, which, yeah, that's what I said. They really haven't. Soon, parents who want to save money will have to decide $8 popcorn and $7 soda, or be separated and have junior sit in the front corner. So no one on here thinks it's a good idea. I'm pretty sure no one really is going to think this is a good idea. It's just going to drive people further and further away from the movies. By the way, happy birthday, Joe Pesci. 80 years old. 80 years old today. Wow. Wow. And when people say, what movie do you think of when you think of Joe Pesci, it's definitely Goodfellas. For me, anyway. But tell me what you think in the comments. Are you willing to pay more money for a better seat in the movie theater? I'm not. I'll sit right here in my Lazy Boy with my big 70-inch screen in front of me and my THX surround sound system and be just as happy sitting right here watching my movies from my Lazy Boy. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. And I will talk to you next time.